What's going on, everyone? I'm just an average, typical American here today to react and learn about Queen Elizabeth's Coffin Procession. And this procession is far bigger and grander and longer than I ever could have imagined, honestly. I had no idea how this would all work, especially as an American, even more so. I never really thought about, in the event of the Queen's death, transporting her coffin, where you need to bring it, where her final resting place would be. But I've actually been kind of impressed by the American media, who is reporting about all of this every day. I'm getting pop-ups on my iPhone, I'm getting pop-ups on my computer, updates about where the Queen's coffin is. So I've been kept relatively up to date, even in America, and I feel like that's good. Kind of unusual that we're so on top of things, but hey, I'll take it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. If I go into work or if I see somebody, nobody has really in my personal life brought up the death of the Queen or wanted to talk about it, or it's not on the average American's radar past that first day, really, that shocking news of her passing. So I just thought that was kind of interesting, because I'm sure this is very much in the hearts and minds every day until, the Queen's funeral, and then after that, forever. It's going to be in the minds and hearts of the United Kingdom's people and all of the nations who had a connection to royalty. But I thought it would be very interesting if I could actually take a look at some of these landmarks and places that the Queen is being taken. I know that, in the last day or two, she's made her way. They've brought her from Scotland. I think she was flown to London. And here, I have a video pulled up about heading to Buckingham Palace. And honestly, today, at the filming of this video, she's been taken from Buckingham Palace to Westminster. I don't want to get the name wrong. Let me check here. Westminster Hall? I have a few videos here, kind of at a few different steps along the way that I want to take a look at. And the first one is Queen Elizabeth's coffin heading to Buckingham Palace. And there was a massive turnout of people, even at this point. It's incredible. It's amazing.
Queen Elizabeth II made her final journey home to London.
Oh gosh, this is this is American news coverage. Hey, maybe it'll impress me, actually. So let's keep going.
Today, her coffin, draped in a royal standard, was carried through the city's rain-swept streets in a new hearse made by Jaguar in consultation with the Queen herself. It is bright.
Oh, really? Queen Elizabeth? It makes sense, doesn't it? That she was probably starting to have those talks about, what happens after death, funeral arrangements. So she had a part in the design of this car. That's kind of interesting. And the drape and the coffin, the design, it's all very beautiful.
Brightly illuminated inside so that the multitude of mourners along the route could get a final glimpse of Her Majesty before it entered the gates of Buckingham Palace.
Yeah. Look at all these people, man. That's one major thing I've been hearing about, and I want to look more into here, is all the people, the support, the community bonding and mourning that is being experienced right now is sort of unprecedented. It's kind of amazing. And not surprisingly here, I see thousands of people showing up just to catch a glimpse of the Queen's coffin driving to Buckingham Palace.
The Queen has just arrived here at Buckingham Palace to thousands of people cheering for her. She will also be received by her family, including King Charles, Prince William, Princess Kate, Prince Harry, and Meghan.
An eerie dress rehearsal was held late last night for Monday's state funeral.
I was gonna say, I was actually wondering about this. so much is going on, and it's being executed so perfectly and organized. It's amazingly impressive. And I was like, do they have rehearsals for this? Did they practice this? It's like, yeah, they actually did.
With a coffin draped in black. Bomb-sniffing dogs are already outside the palace, part of the massive security operation.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate but realistic part of this, isn't it?
Former Scotland Yard counter-terrorism expert Damien Criley tells our Alison Hall the main threat comes from a terrorist using a vehicle as a weapon.
They're the ones which are very
Wow.
difficult to plan against because they come in, as we call, under the radar because there's not a lot of planning involved in preparing and carrying out the attack.
Obviously, that's beyond horrible to think about, so I won't.
There have already been disturbing breaches of security. The most serious when a man ran in front of King Charles's car.
Whoa. What's this guy doing? Is he trying to take a picture or something? This is just not respectful.
Most of the 150 heads of state will be driven to the funeral in a special bus. But President Biden is being allowed to bring the armored SUV nicknamed the Beast. And there's tension behind the palace walls. Prince Andrew will be allowed to wear his Navy uniform at a vigil for the Queen, despite having been stripped of his rank. But
I don't really know much about all that. But it doesn't surprise me that there are little, very specific details like that.
Prince Harry, who left the army with the rank of captain, is not being allowed to wear his uniform.
Oh.
People are asking why that is. You would think one rule would apply to everybody, but things tend to be complicated
Oh, geez.
within the royal family.
In a statement today,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't addressed this too much, but I know there's some kind of controversy around Harry and Meghan. I haven't really concerned myself with it that much. I don't know the details, but does that have to do with him not being allowed to wear his uniform, or I don't know. I don't know enough about that to pass judgment.
Harry confirms he will wear a mourning suit, adding his decade of
Okay.
military service is not determined by the uniform he wears.
Oh, I actually didn't know that he had military service. I mean, I learned that Elizabeth had military service, actually. Just proving what a badass she was. But I guess a lot of them end up just serving time in the military, even though they don't have to. So that's actually a nice thing.
Today, TV personality Piers Morgan is calling on Harry to drop the publication of his memoir, now scheduled for November. Harry, nix your salacious tell-all and rein in your royals trashing wife, he
Whoa.
writes.
Okay, this is just getting a little too much into like celebrity drama stuff where it's like, can we just focus on the fact that we're honoring and respecting this incredible individual's life and passing? So we should probably just like not concern ourselves with all that stuff.
King Charles III was given a rapturous reception in Northern Ireland today. He and Queen Camilla shook hands with well-wishers, including this young man, who was very obviously delighted. And now, the Queen has come home.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that's a good update. This next video I have is the Queen leaves Buckingham Palace for the last time, which is a very sad way of looking at it, but it's the truth. It's the reality of things, and I don't think there's going to be much talking in this video. I think this is pretty much just the funeral procession taking the Queen out of Buckingham Palace, and they're heading towards Westminster. I don't want to, if I'm saying that correctly. Wow. I mean, I will comment on just the UK soldier, or I think this is the Queen's Guard, and there are other people in uniform. The uniforms are all very nice looking, very beautiful. Everyone looks very proper. It's It all looks very nice, this whole procession. Plus, what do they have the Queen's coffin on? Looks like a cannon. Like, whoa! Adobe! Get out of here. What? Adobe, you're literally disrespecting the Queen by popping up. Okay, anyway, keep going. Oh, look! The crown. How does that work? Is that crown Queen Elizabeth's crown, or is that the one crown of the monarch that will be, like, passed to Charles? Or does everyone get their own crown? I actually don't know how that works. But obviously her crown looks lovely on the pillow, on her coffin. I very much like that. Very fitting. I'll probably skip around a little bit in this video, just because it is like 4 minutes straight of just walking, although I want to pay it its due respect. Wait, it's like a chariot that they have her on. That's pretty cool. There's all the people. I don't know where they are right now, to be perfectly honest. Well, I guess they just left Buckingham Palace? I don't know what this monument is that they're walking around. How far is it from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall? Huh. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here. Yeah, I bet everyone, I'm assuming everyone, a lot of people who live around here and from far and far away, wanted to come out and see this, like, in the flesh. See this. See the Queen for the last time, you know? Ooh. Wow. That looks incredible, what they did there with the flags. Like, oh my gosh, that is awesome. This is what I want to see. You know, there's no people of the UK that I can really interact with in real life. So when I see pictures, video of just random people reacting to the loss of their queen, that's like the closest I can get to trying to truly understand, truly empathize what they're going through. Oh, they all... See, you would never have this in America. I don't think there's any kind of protocol like this. All of the king and the princes are all marching, like, in step with the guard in the military. Like, very much coordinated. You don't see that in American funerals, even of high-ranking officials. Wow. Wonder what all those medals mean. If those on King Charles, if that's actually military rank, or is that royalty stuff, or I don't know exactly. I'd like to know. Wow. I've never seen the crown up close either. Is there only one crown? This is the crown that the Queen wore at her coronation? Or when she was first crowned, if I'm saying that correctly? It's beautiful, obviously. Is that those all diamonds? My God. I don't know who half of these people are, unfortunately. Actually, I know who a few of these are. This is a good shot. So they've kind of been doing this kind of march, I think, for days now. All throughout Scotland. Well, not quite like this, obviously. This is a bit different because it is in London. Oh, and there we have it. 1926 to 2002, my God. Pretty incredible. This video here is the Queen arriving at Westminster Hall. This happened, I think, today, or at the time of that this video was filmed, anyway. Yeah, let's take a look. So they were literally just marching from Buckingham Palace, and now they're arriving here at Westminster. Yeah, there's all the people on the left and right. Thousands. Wow. Wow, I've certainly never seen the helmeted personnel in the back wearing the helmets. Actually, that does look kind of familiar on British police, but I've never seen them like this. This is just showing me that there's a lot of British and UK military garb that I've never really seen ever. They only whip them out for events like this. Yeah, they're like marching in the middle of the road. So they closed down an entire, I'm assuming, series of roads just for this, which of course makes sense. Still more people in the background too. Thousands of people. I wonder who the band is playing. The United States has some like official military bands. I assume the UK has similar. Oh, I think they stopped. They're taking their hats off. I've never seen them with their hats off. That's how you know it's serious. So, wow, these are the individuals who get to actually carry the Queen's coffin? Imagine.
Barra party.
Pretty big honor.
6 paces, outwards. March. Stand still. Barra party. Prepare to turn.
I have to say, this does remind me of what American military I'm familiar with the giving of orders. I've seen the changing of the guard at some memorials in America, and it's very similar with orders being delivered and carried out.
Prepare to raise. Raise.
Oh, wow.
Barra party. Inwards. Turn.
Oh.
Barra party. Prepare to turn.
It was to get it on their shoulders. Nicely done. Yeah, they got 10 strapping young lads to do this.
Barra party. Slow. March.
That is a slow march. But she deserves it. Wow, beautiful choir as well. Oh, that's it. So they carried her coffin into Westminster Hall. Keep checking to make sure I say that correctly. I don't want to mess up. I don't want everyone to be mad at me. This is a CNN update. I think this is just gonna like give me some bullet points here. What's happening right now, literally right now, this second that I'm looking at this. Queen Elizabeth is now lying in state at Westminster Hall until her funeral on Monday. Yes. Her coffin traveled from Buckingham Palace with King Charles, Andrew, Edward, Anne, and Princes William and Harry. Yes, we just saw that. Members of the public can now view her coffin. Yes, that's right. And officials are warning of unprecedented numbers of people wishing to pay their respects. I am not surprised to hear that. What does unprecedented numbers mean? I want to find out. Ooh, photos. Wow, that's beautiful. Look at this. Oh, I can't make it any bigger. There she is, set up in Westminster Hall. So the public can visit this for the next few days, if I understand, and pay their respects. That's very interesting. London's Westminster Hall. Yep. There they are, walking. Here, see, it's photos like this, man. These are just normal people. They're not trying to look good for anyone. It's not a photo op. They're just crying. Clearly sad. Like all of them. It's very genuine. Just looking at this picture alone gives me a much better sense of what they're going through. Although I know as an American I'll never really be able to relate. There's no lifelong connection there. Although I had been aware of the Queen for as long as I can remember. That is something they teach Americans in the earliest days of our education when we're learning about the United Kingdom. The King watching on. Yes, this is beautiful. They did a really good job with this. The line to view Queen Elizabeth is currently 2.9 miles long and ends near London Bridge. 3 miles long. The line to see the Queen is 3 miles long. Amazing. I believe it. 3 miles? How many people is that? Oh my goodness. 4 kilometers. 3 miles. Extremely large lines that could go 30 hours to wait to see the Queen. And I guarantee you, people will do it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I couldn't contain my emotion, says this woman, who waited for 2 days to see the Queen. Wow. Respect. It's really emotional. It's so sad. It reminds me of when my mom died in Ghana. Would citizens of the UK agree with that sentiment? That this is like a family member dying? Queen Elizabeth dying? That would be a amazingly close relationship and emotional bond with the Queen. If people are feeling like this reminds them of when their mother died. I'd believe it. All the family has to go around and pay our respects, say farewell. I couldn't contain my emotion. Yep. Yeah, emotion is something natural. That's what she says. I absolutely agree. I'm sure untold thousands of people are all experiencing this right now. First, members of public enter Westminster Hall to view her. Okay. Nearly all Tesco supermarkets in the UK will be closed. Tesco? What is Tesco? I've never heard of this. Tesco, a retail company. British multinational groceries. Huh. Who knew? So the grocery store is going to be closed on the Queen's funeral? That's very respectful. I hope everyone stocks up on what they need. Dang. Closed. Mourners line up for hours to pay respects. Okay, and what I have here at the end was this live stream going on. Literally, I mean, this might be going on right now, literally. But I paused it here because I could see that this is inside Westminster Hall. The Queen's coffin is being displayed, and there's massive lines of people actually coming through and visiting and seeing her. This is literally what thousands of people right now are doing, coming to pay their final respects. They're going pretty slowly, but honestly, after waiting 30 hours, you only get like a few seconds to kind of pay your respect, look onward, and that's it. That's the last time you'll see your queen. But it is beautiful nonetheless. The experience, I can imagine, is beautiful. Seeing it like this is very touching as well. Yeah, a lot of older people, like this gentleman, lowering his head, taking a moment. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but I imagine when the Queen Elizabeth first became the Queen, he was just a young man. Been her queen his entire life. Along with basically everyone alive today. When you're the queen for 70 years, you're going to have been the queen during the vast majority of people's lifetime, including mine. That's why it's so strange to think that she's gone. For real. I'm going to skip ahead a little. Oh. Queen's Guard paying his respect. And guarding his queen for the final time, I imagine. Is this still going on? I'm going to refresh this. If this is a live stream. Yes, this is live. Oh. Yeah, this is live. I mean, this is going to keep going on for days. I was going to say hours. Days. This line is 2 to 3 miles long, I imagine. More people are probably heading to London to join the queue. People, I mean, right now, it's getting later in the day. People are taking time out of their day. Especially if you have to wait. Oh, how long do you have to wait in this line? Is it really something like a day of waiting? Pretty amazing. The absolute respect and dedication that all these individuals are displaying. Just to take one final look, pay one final respect and mourn to the Queen. It's totally quiet in here as well. I bet it's a very... I'd love to be there just to like soak in the atmosphere. I think it's probably extremely sad, let's be honest. Everybody is there to mourn. But it's also like being there and seeing the line, seeing all the people is also just living proof. You'd be there and you'd be seeing all this. Maybe some of the people watching this have done this. But I imagine the experience is profound. Seeing all of your countrymen all experiencing this together. On top of the sadness, there's a great sense of community, I imagine. Oh, what's going on? This is actually live, so I can't fast forward. I can't skip ahead. I'm powerless. I have to just experience it. It's actually kind of nice. What is this? Is this some kind of ceremony? Everyone has stopped, by the way. Everyone's just kind of watching. Huh. What is this? Oh, is it a changing of the guard? It's a changing of the guard. Wow. I just happened to catch this. Wow. That was cool. That was cool. Yeah. Even after the Queen's death, the guard serving to their utmost ability, utmost honor and respect. Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. This is like, I'm just starting to sit here and just stare and zone out because I'm like, trying to experience it. But I think I'll stop it here. This is basically what's going to continue happening for the next few days until Monday. So, 3-4 more days until the funeral. Man, I saw something today, an article. I think it said it's anticipated this will be the most watched funeral ever. Maybe that has to do with, now we have the internet and we can broadcast it everywhere. But even without that, it would probably be the most viewed of all time, even if we only had television. So I will definitely be tuning into the funeral and seeing where everything kind of goes from there. This is an experience that everyone, has never experienced before. So, I don't know quite what to say about it, and I think that's okay. It kind of speaks for itself. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this reaction, feel free to give it a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to the United Kingdom, Great Britain, culture, events, things I've never experienced and seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.